Chapter 17 from Mao's Little Red Book. Quotations from Mao Tse Tung. Serving the people. First quotation. We should be modest and prudent, guard against arrogance and rashness, and serve the Chinese people heart and soul. Next quotation. Our point of departure is to serve the people wholeheartedly, and never for a moment divorce ourselves from the masses. To proceed in all cases from the interests of the people, and not from one's self-interest or from the interests of a small group, and to identify our responsibility to the people with our responsibility to the leading organs of the party. Next quotation. The organs of the state must practice democratic centralism. They must rely on the masses, and their personnel must serve the people. Next quotation. Comrade Bethune's spirit, his utter devotion to others without any thought of self, was shown in his boundless sense of responsibility in his work and his boundless warm-heartedness towards all comrades and the people. Every communist must learn from him. We must all learn the spirit of absolute selflessness from him. With this spirit, everyone can be very useful to the people. A man's ability may be great or small, but if he has this spirit, he is already noble-minded and pure, a man of moral integrity and above vulgar interests, a man who is of value to the people. Next quotation. Our Communist Party and the 8th Route and new 4th Armies led by our party and battalions of the Revolution. These battalions of ours are wholly dedicated to the liberation of the people and work entirely in the people's interests. Next quotation. All our cadres, whatever their rank, are servants of the people, and whatever we do is to serve the people. How then can we be reluctant to discard any of our bad traits? Next quotation. Our duty is to hold ourselves responsible to the people. Every word, every act, and every policy must conform to the people's interests, and if mistakes occur, they must be corrected. That is what being responsible to the people means. Next quotation. Wherever there is struggle, there is sacrifice, and death is a common occurrence. But we have the interests of the people and the sufferings of the great majority at heart, and when we die for the people, it is a worthy death. Nonetheless, we should do our best to avoid unnecessary sacrifices. Final quotation. All men must die, but death can vary in its significance. The ancient Chinese writer Zuma Qian said, though death befalls all men alike, it may be weightier than Mount Tai or lighter than a feather. To die for the people is weightier than Mount Tai, but to work for the fascists and die for the exploiters and oppressors is lighter than a feather. This was Chapter 17 from Quotations from Mao Tse Tung. Thank you for listening.